The perfect setting, the perfect atmosphere. It feels like a big game. It sounds like a big game. The focus now on the players as they seek to get their team off to the ideal start. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So a strong start, essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Leroy Sané, he's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his man and going on his own.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Torreira. Sanchez. And it's Bui. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Aim forwards. And it's played forward. Could be danger here. He's being urged to shoot. Bardakci forwards and with intent. Sara shifted upfield. Sané. Sara. Sané. Sara gently done. Played in by Sané. And he's there to clear it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Out to the left it goes. That is good strength. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Jacobs did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking for a decent ball in. Tries to get it clear. And it's Torreira. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. To the right. Oh, delicate chip through. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Can he get onto this? Sané. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bardakci gets over and intercepts. Boy. Now it's Sané. Aimed in towards... a mighty effort! Oh, not the best of headers. Spread out to the left. Oh, what a climb! And again! Goal! Slavia Prague! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Slavia Prague have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, nice touch. Boy. Now here's... oh, smashing header! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Galatasaray really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Delicate ball and a great chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Lofted upfield, and he cuts out the supply. Lemina ploughing through the middle. This might spell... Sané! They've done it! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
We'll be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Galatasaray are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Galatasaray are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That has been cut short. And that's put paid to a promising move. Lemina. Jakobs. Lemina. Chance to shoot! That's really well manoeuvred. And here's the chance to counter. Moved on forwards. Succumbs to the pressure. Lang. Cuts out the pass. And that was very necessary. Well, that's a clever-looking ball.
Torreira.
Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety-in-numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way. And
Real chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Galatasaray really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Lang gets it away. Sada is being harried and hassled.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Bullish header! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Galatasaray go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Lamina. Osimhen into the channel. Jakobs has it in a wide, climbs up big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Hangs in across.
Slavia Prague really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Lang. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Galatasaray clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Brilliantly cut out.
Slavia Prague really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's really well manoeuvred. And that could set him on his way. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Galatasaray, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Sada. Jakobs shifted upfield. Yilmaz. Danger averted for now. And claimed it back swiftly. Bardakci chooses to go cross-field. Oh, easy pickings there. 2 minutes to be added on. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And that's it. So a smooth start, and one which, at least results-wise, could not have been better. That'll do very nicely. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, pressure can quickly build on you if a positive result isn't achieved in your own...
Galatasaray are arriving here, cushioned by the 3 points already acquired. Another victory today, and they will have a vice-like grip on this group to build, if they can here, on a perfect start. The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So, having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, there's a very good chance they can plough on after what was a good start. And even if they have a wobble along the way, I think this team has a structure and a philosophy that's solidly in place. And I think they can rely on that. So my advice would be, keep aiming high. Why not opt for some swagger, in parts at least? I think they're capable of it.
Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with...
And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Is there, and he can get that clear. Singo, and here's Sané. That's the throw. Oh, nice touch. Sané with the cross. It's Lamina. Gundogan. Yilmaz. Now it's Yilmaz. Fired. Gets his head on it! Goal! Galatasaray! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Sané. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bastoni, gently done. Inter too love to play with a bit of width, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way, when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
Looks across and plays it in. And it's Gundogan. Now it's Sané. He's in space and looking for options. Barella moved on forwards. So what can they make of this? Thuram, Sanchez. That could spell trouble. Lemina. Now that's well seen too. Thuram. Oh, good spread. And it's been played. Thuram! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Barella, and the finish! He's going to be disappointed with that. Can he stop it going out? Gundogan. Good, strong midfield running here.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Shoots! And they've got rid. Dumfries. And it's played forward. He's got away. He's taking on the lot of them. Thuram. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Osimhen providing an outlet on that flank. Can he deliver? That looks a good cross. Barella. Galatasaray, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Stefan de Vrij. De Vrij forwards and with intent. Dumfries is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Jakobs with the cross. Flag can get it clear. Bastoni clears it away. And he's picked it up out wide. Keeper gets his hands on it. Çalhanoğlu. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Galatasaray, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Galatasaray really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Dimarco. Çalhanoğlu. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Sane has found the net here, of course. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries looks to the other side. Ball's gone out of play. And that's definitely not his best. In by Tim, goes for the header! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Played out to the right. Played back in. Chance, surely! Goal, Inter! And the comeback is complete. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team.
Chance for a shot! No mistake! They've done it again! It is incredible! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Succumbs to the pressure. Barella. That's really well manoeuvred. Sané. Torreira. Sané. Great challenge, time to perfection. Single. Torreira. Lemina. Jacobs. Out to the left it goes. Yilmaz. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Yilmaz, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
It's run loose here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the...
He's through, it's Thuram! Oh, it's a stunning goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they get themselves in front!
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Galatasaray are making a change now. Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Serves up across. He can get that clear. Singo shifted upfield. That's a cute ball. And he shoots!
Galatasaray really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well timed, excellent interception. And it's DiMarco. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Martinez.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Cleared without complication. Singo. Torreira. Akun. Icardi. Oh, it's come loose. Galatasaray have reclaimed it. Lamina. Oh, cracking ball. Thuram. Mkhitaryan. Çalhanoğlu. Stefan de Vrij. And that's that. Galatasaray illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, as we have seen. Galatasaray emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Paul Pogba. He could be a real game changer for this team, Peter. He's got the strength to hold off defenders and the technical ability to pick out a killer pass. He can also shoot with great power and accuracy. He's a real midfield dynamo, actually, capable of winning a tackle in his own half and then charging downfield to make something happen at the other end. Box to box.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. The action has already started. Sané. Real chance! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zakaria is there, and he can get that clear. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Now the delivery. Jakobs has overhit that horribly. Ouattara. Klaas. Ouattara. It's a fighting looking ball that. All time, excellent interception. Lemina. Over to the left. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Galatasaray, this looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Gets it away. He's in space and looking for options. It's Lemina. Deftly away. That's the throw. Gundogan. Sara. Lemina knocks it out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to clear it. Sanchez shifted upfield. And that was very necessary. And that's a throw. Lang. Jakobs. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And he's heaved it away. And they've got a throw. Bui looking to get on the end of this. And it's hoisted clear. Sané. Sané. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now this could be a chance. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too. Lemina played with finesse. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Monaco, but Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Driving forward. He's got space in the area. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Monaco have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pogba. Zakaria. Galatasaray. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Bui. And it's Sané. Oh, that's nice.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly. And
Chance! Cross goes in there. Good ball by the goalkeeper. Sané. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Galatasaray really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Ouattara gets over and intercepts. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Lemina. Lemina. Now this could be a chance. Oh, they could be caught out here. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Ouattara. Pogba. Vass. Lobbed in behind. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Gundogan with a real chance here. Gundogan! Oh, off the bar! That has found him in acres of space. Header! And he's there to get it away. That's good play. Nifty challenge. And the shot! And he hits the net! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's gone for a throw-in. He's on it, can he get away? Ansu Fati. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Sanchez cuts it out. it's Ouattara. And here's Pogba. Ouattara have it back and can go again. Bui, probing pass. Dyer. Voss. Ouattara. Kamara. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Lemina. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Osimhen.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Could be Diego for a shot! Goal! Monaco! And they're back in front! Shakir, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Monaco making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Monaco take the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Ansu Fati. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Out towards the flank, delivered across. He's dealt with that well. Great challenge, time to perfection. Minamino. Now it's Ansu Fati. He's got away. Badaxi. Jacobs. Lang. Sané. That's a great chance! He's going to be disappointed with that. Sanchez concedes a free kick for that. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Got a lot that went Hello and welcome one and all. Great to have you on board for our continued coverage of these group stages, and it is safe to say that we're now entering the race for the finish line. It becomes about guaranteeing a place in the knockout stage, and indeed for some at the top end of the group, finding out who will finish in pole position and who their potential opponents may be. You do sense inevitably a much greater sense of urgency from those both on the pitch and in the stands, because the margins are becoming tight. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Paul Pogba. He could be a real game changer for this team, Peter. He's got the strength to hold off defenders and the technical ability to pick out a killer pass. He can also shoot with great power and accuracy. He's a real midfield dynamo, actually, capable of winning a tackle in his own half and then charging downfield to make something happen at the other end. Box to box.
Yeah, still certainly be leaning heavily on him. An early chance there, first of the game. And here's Pogba. No foul, says the referee. Lyle. He's got him. Sané! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's there to get it away. And it's Jakobs. And they've got a throw. Lemina's cross. Here's a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And he shoots! Attempts, just the wrong outcome.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Monaco, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, easy pickings there. Bui. Sané. That's very neat. And Sufati. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Pogba. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. showing good feet. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, that's a nice ball. Well, played right into his path. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Badaxi in with the challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lamina. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lang. Oh, it's played into it. It's a mighty effort! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Dyer. Galatasaray looking to go into the... Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Vanderson. Diatta in acres of space out wide. Header! Goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Monaco grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That is a brilliant interception. Pogba. Aim forwards. Jacobs does really well to win the ball there. And it's played forward. Zakaria can get it clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Galatasaray are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Monaco have reclaimed it. That is good strength. And he has been fouled there. Lang. Lamina. Sara. Sané. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Radetzky sends that a long way. Moved on forwards. Sara. Monaco
Look like they're defending with more compactness now, certainly down the middle.
And what is that a reaction to, Jim?
Well, I think it's a move to combat the aerial threat in repelling those crosses.
Ardakci gets across to intercept that. And here's Osimhen. And it's Lamina. Lang. Jakobs picks it up now. Diving header! And he has kept it out somehow.
I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They worked all week on that sort of situation and he reacted very well then.
Sara, spread out to the left. Pogba. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Jakobs clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Vanderson. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Diatta. Oh, he's in! Takes a shot! Goal! Monaco! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Galatasaray really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Caio Henrique, and it's played forward. Always onto this. That's a good ball. Shakir gets rid without sophistication. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Golovin, Ansu Fati, the pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Monaco surely have to be commended.
Osimhen! And that could have brought them level.
Osimhen clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Galatasaray are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And it's Ouattara. Great defending, strong and determined.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Diatta. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Teze. Oh, it's come loose! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Zakaria. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Tries a deft little ball. And time is up. Galatasaray played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. Welcome everybody to our continued live coverage of these group stages. We have for you a game of great intrigue and indeed great consequence. The group's taking shape nicely now, and we're already seeing who is likely to make the knockout rounds. Are we to see another team become yet another statistic here, or somehow fight themselves out of a nasty predicament, avoid defeat, and keep their hopes alive? It is time to focus, get on with the job, and see what transpires both here and indeed elsewhere. Pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. And it's Sané. Torreira. Sada. It's gone for a throw-in. Lamina. That's a throw. It's Lamina. Oh, he's in! Deftly away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bui. Sané. Bui looking to hit the byline here. That was very necessary. Sané looking to run onto it.
Good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Now who's going to be first to this? Sané. And it's Bui. Oh, that's nice. He's had a shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And it's played forward. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Sada. Osimhen. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Sanchez. Sané. Nice control. So much. Sané! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Punched away. Tries to get it clear. And it's Jacobs. We expected better, and so did he. And here's Osimhen, and he welcomes it in. Sané. And the shot! Defending of the desperate variety. That has found him in acres of space. Bui. Leroy Sané. Firmly met. It's really well manoeuvred. That's a good foot in there. The referee's awarded a free kick. Done delicately. Nicely intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Aim forwards. Great challenge, timed to perfection. And that's been won straight back. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lang. Oh, such a clever touch. Jacobs, and that's aimed into the middle. And they've got rid. Now it's Lang. Lang's cross. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. It's a throw-in. Oh, sweet feet. Lang. That has been knocked clear. And it's Sarah. Lang! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Extravagant effort! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Lang calmly anticipates. Keeper's got good distance on that. Lang goes for a shot! There's a goal! And the second half is off to a flyer!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Galatasaray, they have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And here's Sané. That's an excellent interception.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
That has been cut short. He has found a way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
There's a probing ball. Oh, good spread. Driving forward. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Jacobs. Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lemina looking to penetrate opposition lines. Osimhen. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen! Well, the ball's come loose here, and he's heaved it away. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Akun with the cross. That's not going to find its target.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Is there any support? Decent chance! And he's there to get it away.
Akun. Galatasaray surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Torreira. Slavia Prague
Look like they're defending with more compactness now, certainly down the middle.
And what is that a reaction to, Jim?
Well, I think it's a move to combat the aerial threat in repelling those crosses. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And here's Osimhen, wins the duel this time.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That is a little undercooked. Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Lemina does really well to win. Galatasaray are out. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going.